Are you ready to live life to the full? Are you ready to rise up and live a life of honor? Are you ready to bold and step into a life of courage? This is the Manlihood ManCast.
Hey guys, in today's episode, we're going to talk about what brotherhood means, why it's important, and what it means to fight the good fight. Stay tuned. Hey man, I see you. I see your fire going out. I see your marriage barely holding on. I know you're broke, wore out, and at the end of your rope. I've been there. It sucks. It sucks the spark right out of you, till all you have is a pile of wet wood. It feels like it's never gonna burn. I can't fix your problems. I can't make her love you again. I can't lose 50 pounds for you or fill your bank account. But I can remind you of who you are. I can share some of my fire. I can help you make a plan to get your life back on track. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's reignite our lives. There's a lot at stake. No one wants their marriage to end in divorce. No one wants to wallow in despair or to the dark places that follow. So let's do it. Let's reignite our lives. Let's reignite our passion, our marriage, our health, our career, our dreams, our mindsets. Get reignite today. Welcome back to the Manlihood ManCast. I'm your host, Josh Hatcher. I am so glad that you guys are tuning in today. I have been so excited about the awesome things that I'm hearing from you guys as you leave comments on the YouTube channel or send me messages or are involved in the Manlihood Man Cave, which is our private Facebook group. The guys there have been chiming in and sharing awesome things about their lives and encouraging each other, which is what all of manlyhood is designed to do. It's designed to help men be better men by supplying what I think is hopefully good content to help encourage you and teach you and equip you on your journey to becoming a better man, but also to hook you up with other guys that you can talk to, that have your back, that'll be there for you when you need somebody to talk to, or be there to be somebody who can give you that advice that you really need to hear, whether you want to hear it or not, or somebody that'll pray with you, or just laugh at your jokes. Whatever it is that you need from that brotherhood, I know that the Manlihood Man Cave is a great place to find that. So if you hop on Facebook, you can get plugged in with us there. That's what we're talking about today, is brothers in arms. We are going to talk about what that means, because listen, life is a fight. And I don't care what spiritual or political affiliation you have. Life is a fight, and it is war. We are at war. I want to make it clear that we are not at war with necessarily other people, although sometimes we may be. What I'm talking about, though, is this war for your mind, this war for your soul, and it happens in the mindsets and the activities and the things that you allow into your life that are going to suck you down. And we are not meant to fight that battle alone. We're meant to do it in community, in brotherhood. We're meant to have people who have our backs so that we can help them fight theirs and they can help us fight ours. And guys, I can't tell you how many times in my life I've needed that. In fact, just this past weekend, was having a rough time, was getting real frustrated with something going on in my life. And I went and I talked to my buddy, my brother in arms, and I said, dude, this is where I'm at, man. And he looked at me and goes, oh man, I know what that's like. I've been there. I've felt that. Did you ever think about this? And then proceeded to tell me the very truth that I didn't want to hear, pointed the finger back to me taking responsibility for my actions. And you know what? It really helped. It really did. And I guess that's my point, is that if you don't have people like that in your life, you've got to have them. I know a lot of men will tell me, oh, I have a hard time making friends. And I will tell you, manhood as a whole across the board is not teaching us how to have good friends. It really is not. In our current cultural climate, which is built upon dividing us and getting us upset at each other and becoming isolated and alone and individual, which isn't necessarily bad, but in doing so much of that individualism that we lose our sense of community, we lose our sense of brotherhood, and then we feel like we're alone. That is dangerous. That is deadly. And I want to combat that. I really want us to think about what it means to live in brotherhood. And guys, the first thing I want to tell you about that is that we must live intentionally in community. That is, again, foreign to this cultural context right now. Our culture tells us that we need to be individuals, we need to be on our own, we need to be the Marlboro Man or John Wayne, and we don't need anybody. That goes against a lot of innate things that we need. Now, it may satisfy some others because, yes, we are all individuals and we all are responsible for ourselves and our decisions. Okay? But if we are not living intentionally in community, who's going to call you on your crap? Who's going to have your back when you are down? Who is going to help you move the new couch? Right? And guys, that's a problem for a lot of men who get in this situation where they find themselves really honestly needing help and there's nobody for them because they have been isolated. So if we want to have brotherhood, we have to live intentionally in community. And we have to evaluate. We have to make sure that that's good community. If your buddies are all just a bunch of losers and drug addicts, that's gonna rub off on you and you're gonna be a loser or maybe a drug addict. Now, I'm not saying you have to completely cut losers and drug addicts out of your life because you know what? They need to see something good in you so that they want to change. That's part of this process too, guys. But we have to make sure that we have people around us who are going to propel us forward. They're going to walk with us on this journey. And you don't get it unless you're intentional about seeking it out and intentional about building those relationships. 2, we must be authentic with each other. This one is tricky because if I'm authentic with you, if I'm real with you, if I am my true, real self, you're going to see things that I don't want you to see. You're going to know things about me that I don't want you to know. And if I try to put up a shield and protect myself and I'm not going to be real with you, how are you going to know what's going on? And vice versa. If you're going to act like that, how am I going to know what's going on with you? How can I help you if you're going to lie to me about what's going on in your life? If you're going to hide from me what's going on in your life? No, I'm not saying you have to talk about everything. I'm not saying you have to reveal every private detail or that you can't have privacy, but at least be real and be honest with who you are, what you're dealing with, what you're struggling with. That matters. And we have to have that if we want to have a brotherhood. Number 3, we cannot be selfish. And again, I think this is something that our culture almost promotes these days. I got to get mine. Take care of number 1. Yes, you do need to take care of yourself. Yes, you may need to make sure that you've got what you need and that nobody's taking advantage of you. I'll give you that. But don't be selfish. It's not just about you. If you want to succeed at life, if you want to succeed at things, if you want to be a better man, if you want to have friends, if you want to have a brotherhood, you have to put someone else above yourself. You have to think about other people's needs and other people's wishes, and you have to make sure that meeting those is of a high priority to you. I'm not saying you have to abandon your own needs or that you have to give to somebody else and not take care of yourself. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if I have a bucket of water and I go out and there's a whole bunch of thirsty people and I just give them all my water, I'm going to be thirsty and then I can't bring them any water. So I do, yes, have to take care of myself, but I have to balance that with altruism, with selflessness, with making sure that I'm putting others' needs into a reasonable position where I'm able to help and where that comes naturally to me. And for that to happen, I have to change my mindset. But if I don't have that in my relationship with my brothers, if I am selfish in my relationship with my brothers, how can I help them? If they are, how can they help me? Number 4, this one's important too, guys. We have to have each other's best interest at heart. This is not simple. This is not easy. Okay? Because sometimes I want to tell you what is going to make you happy. Sometimes I don't have your best interest at heart because that best interest might be something that causes some tension or makes me look like the bad guy. And in having each other's best interests at heart, one, I have to know, for example, that if you're coming to me and you're telling me, hey, listen, I want to help you here, I have to believe that you really mean that. Because if you're going to say, I'm trying to help you here, dude. You need to lose weight. You keep complaining about your back hurting. Your back's hurting because you're fat and you got to lose weight and you haven't been taking this seriously. Yeah. If you don't have my best interest at heart, you're not going to tell me that, or you're going to tell me that with the wrong attitude and with the wrong spirit. And if I don't believe that you have my best interest at heart, I'm not going to listen to you. So putting each other's needs to the right place and caring about the other person enough to tell them the truth and to help them and to guide them and to know that what I want for you is to succeed, right? That's something I think happens a lot with middle school girls or even middle school boys, where they're more concerned about themselves, they're more concerned about their status, and they're going to do whatever it takes to take the other person down if it means the attention or the focus gets off of them, and they're going to smooth things over, and they're not going to tell you what you need to hear because they know that might cause you to like them less. Let's be real with each other. Let's be honest with each other. And let's try to help each other. Let's care about that so that we can trust each other. You will never have a brotherhood, a brother in arms, unless you are willing to put that person in a place in your mind and in your heart where you care about their success. We are not in a competition. There is no penis measuring contest to see who's the better man. There isn't. There is no contest. There is no, I'm better than you are. You can think that that is the case all day long. You can strive for that all day long. You can compete and you can compete and you can make yourself rise above the pack and be the best and the alpha male or whatever. All you want. All you want. Go ahead. Go for it. But you know what? If you do that, who's with you? Who's beside you? Who are you helping? Because your best interests are the only thing that you have at heart, not everybody else's, not the people that you care about, not your brothers. There's no competition. So let's stop competing with each other. Anyway, guys, that's my podcast for today. That's what I wanted to share with you. That's what's on my heart. I truly believe that we are meant to live in brotherhood. And so if you find yourself really struggling to make friends, that's probably another whole episode we could talk about, is how to make friends and influence people. By the way, it's a great book. Check it out. You'll learn a lot about how to make friends and how to influence people. But a good place to start, if you don't know how, or you want to connect, or you want to join a discussion about this, hop on Facebook to the Manlihood Man Cave. And if you're not a member, join. I would love to talk to you about it. The guys in the group will, first of all, they've got your back and they want to help you. Most of them do. You might have an occasional idiot in there, but for the most part, it's guys who genuinely want to help each other be better. It's a good place to start, but you're going to need it in real life, not just on the internet. So at least let's start there and see if we can learn what we need to learn so we can apply it out in the real world and build our band of brothers in arms. I love you guys. Please make sure, if you like this podcast or if you're watching this video on YouTube, like it, comment, subscribe, go to Apple and leave a review at iTunes. Guys, that really helps to help me get the word out. If you leave a review and say, hey, 5 stars, the Manlihood ManCast is great. I'm telling you guys, that's going to help other men to grow with you. That's going to help build our band of brothers so that we can make a difference in the world. So please do that. Help Manlihood reach more men. I love you guys. I care about you guys. Don't forget to go to manlihood.com/store if you want to get some t-shirts or hoodies or other apparel or mugs or things like that. I love you guys. I care about you, and I will see you next week.
You want to be a better man? Check out our website, manlihood.com, for blogs, videos, and more from our Manlihood team. Men, you can also join our private Facebook group, Manlihood Man Cave, where you can meet up with a band of brothers who will challenge you and help you on your journey of manhood. Be sure to check out all our resources at manlihood.com/store. This episode is produced by Thatcher Media for manlihood.com. Our manly theme music is from Austin Sterling and also from Mark Cruz. Sure to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes, YouTube, or whatever you're listening to. Tune in again for more of the Manlihood ManCast.